Shabbat Shalom. This is Daniel John Lee with Torah Restoration Ministries. It is April the 30th, 2016, the fourth Shabbat of the Hebrew New Shemitah year that started in early April. And I just wanted to give a podcast about what I consider is the best Jesus or Yahshua movie ever made. And there are, some good ones out there, like that mini-series of Jesus of Nazareth that was made back in the 70s. But in my opinion, this one that was released this past February in 2016 is the best. In fact, it was released just in time for Purim. For those of you who celebrated Purim, it was released just around that time, so it was pretty awesome. But this movie with Ralph Fiennes, in fact, they have a lot of big-name actors in this movie that are just exceptional acting. But what's unique about this movie is that rather than really charting the life of Yahshua, which is pretty much what all the other Jesus movies are about, this one it basically starts at his death, and then goes through the 40 or so days between his resurrection and ascension to when he of course ascends for the last time up to the heavens, 10 days prior to Shavuot or Pentecost, when the Ruach comes down. And so that's unique in and of itself. But the main character is not one of the disciples or Yahshua himself. The main character, of course, is this Roman centurion or general who basically is in charge of the 2 Roman centurion guards that guard the tomb. And it's an incredible film. There are scenes in this film that just wrench your heart and break it, and you start weeping. I mean, it is incredible. And I don't want to give away a lot of what happens, but I will just highlight one scene, which, for any of you who've read the Gospels, you're familiar with this scene where, after Yahshua is already resurrected and the disciples have actually already seen him a couple times, one of the last times they see him is on the Sea of Galilee when they're out fishing and they can't catch any fish. And then they see someone on the shore of the Galilee that calls out to them and says, "Throw your net on the other side." And of course, as they do, and they catch all this huge amount of fish, 153 fish, it instantly reminds Yochanan, the apostle, of what had happened previously when Yahshua had done that. And so immediately Yochanan said, "It's Rabboni, it's the Lord, it's Yahshua." And in the scene of the movie, Peter, he jumps out of the boat, starts running, splashing water, and running toward Yahshua, and he's yelling, "Yahshua!" And all the disciples start clambering out of the boat, and it's just the scene with the water flying and the disciples running and the joy on their faces and just rushing toward Yahshua. It's just tears of joy come to your eyes when you see this thing. I mean, it's just beautiful. The movie is extremely realistic. It's extremely well done. It's not, one problem with some Christian movies is they tend to be cheesy or low budget. This is neither. It is high budget. It's definitely an A movie with A-list actors. Very, very well done. The story's very well constructed, very well written, and just a fascinating look at this view of this Roman general who basically starts off as this complete, hard-nosed skeptic, and by the end of the movie, of course, his heart is broken and he has fallen in love with Yahshua. But I just highly recommend this movie. It came out in theaters back in Purim, so a couple months ago. I don't think it's really playing in any theaters now unless you find one of those dollar cinemas that play old movies. But I think you can find it released on video if you look at some of the online video places, or go to your supermarket or grocery store and you might be able to find it. But if not, it will definitely be released soon. An amazing movie, just absolutely incredible. I can't recommend it enough. This is by far, in my opinion, the best movie about Yahshua of Nazareth that has ever been created. So please go see it. And not only that, it's the only movie I've ever seen where they use Yeshua, Yahshua, and Yahweh. They use all 3 of those names in this movie, so it's pretty cool. So go see it, go check it out. It's a wonderful, wonderful movie. Hallelujah. All right, Shabbat Shalom. This is Daniel John Lee with Torah Restoration Ministries. Website's www.spiritandtorah.com.